Morning, ass kickers, fitness fanatics, and sports fans. Last night I was rummaging through the garage and I found these Indian clubs that are actually not your standard Indian clubs. Indian clubs made of wood, for example, ranging from a half a pound to pound, 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds. Then they start to become what we call meals, Persian meals. This is a sand-filled, shot-filled club, and it's made by the WECK method, W-E-C-K RMT club. This is 4 pounds. So it's going to give me some instability possibly that I wouldn't get from a wooden club, a solid wooden club. And it turns out the guy who invented this or innovated it, whichever it is, went to one of my seminars years ago. Now, he didn't learn this from me. I don't know that he learned anything from me except maybe, possibly, telling a very good story. The guy can tell a story. He also innovated / created this thing called the Bosu ball. So you start playing around with this. And if I go fast enough, you don't really hear the sand. But if I become more Tai Chi-like, slow it down, then you find out where the movement might have some flaws, and then you switch hands and you go to the other side, loosening up the shoulder joint, the scap, the elbow, the wrists, and the fingers. But you'll also notice I have hip and waist movement. If I have hip movement, that means I have knee and ankle movement and feet movement. And guess what? Without a spinal column, you got nothing. So it gets back to the spine, my friend. And now, this is where we get complicated. Now we gotta regroup a little bit, pendulum swing, back and forth, set my mind on doing both simultaneously. One is coming down as the other one is casting up and out. When you don't want any stoppage along the way. I caught myself there in mid-thought. I was stopping. I want to smooth this out. Smooth this puppy out. Yeah, you start feeling those forearms burning. But for me, that's not the objective of this. It's not to get the forearm pump. It's to learn how to move efficiently. Now, what's amazing about this method, and David seems to, in a video he did on me on his Instagram, the David Weck, he didn't necessarily make fun of Tai Chi or Qigong, but if somebody was sensitive, he or she might think so. But if you look at the silk reeling exercise, now I'm just giving one of these. Or you could be calling it wave hands or cloud hands, wave hands like clouds, or cloud hands. You've got single. There's a single cloud hand. And I got where I can come back and do it the other direction. And then I can switch sides. From there, I got lost in the trance. It happens because this is so peaceful. Now I go to two hands. As one's coming down, the other one is coming out. All the while I'm tracking and paying attention to my feet, ankles, knees, hips, spine, shoulders. And then we get this. Silk breathing. Silk breathing. Oh, now I gotta go the other way. And now, what if I want to go this way? Can I change direction? Oh, yeah. And the other one. Can extend it up, or I can shoot it out quicker. Change direction. What we're looking at here isn't just physical training, it's brain body training. Your brain isn't just in your head, it's in your whole body. Coordinated. Yes. Coming up higher. Whoa. Whoa. When I go up a little higher, I have to change my coordinates. Coming out here and then getting it going. It's a lot easier. But when I go up 1, 2, and then I gotta balance that and get the other arm going. It's brain body training, baby. 1, 2, and again, it's keeping both of them going at the same time with no stoppage at any point. Listen to that. Almost feel as though it's cheerleading with some pomp. Sorry, that's disrespectful to the product. Don't do that. These are good. And the great thing about them is you throw them across the room, probably going to do less damage than the wooden ones. I wouldn't recommend throwing them though. Keep them in your hand. Get that shoulder loose in all the directions. Even hanging this puppy from a hinge position and working figure eights. Get a little wider stance. Working figure eights with the shoulder. Working the elbow. Working the wrist. Get that mobility. Get the mobility. And of course, if you're a muscle head or meat head, you can do crew. Got to work on those biceps. Need to be body beautiful. Oh, and then got to work the triceps. Am I making fun of weight training? No, I wouldn't ever do that. But man, I love natural movement. I love slingshot. Bang. Let's say I'm a pitcher, or I'm a quarterback, or I'm in the NBA. Bang, 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 bang. If I'm a boxer, that would be more of somebody playing with a sword fight, or a stick. I'm a martial artist and I use a stick. You get those jabs in there. Put it down kindly. Grab the other one. Start thinking. Ambidexterity. Not just what can I do with the right hand, if that's my dominant hand, or the left, but being able to do in multiple directions with either or either hand. Bam! Baseball. Yes. Bam! Got to bring that back foot off the ground. The way Babe Ruth did. The way Bryce Harper does. All these the coaches, they tell you, keep that foot on the ground and push. But Babe Ruth started stand neutral. Bam! But that wouldn't work today. And neither would these club-a-majigs. They couldn't possibly work the tendons. All we should be concerned with is the muscles. The muscles. Not the tendons and ligaments, and certainly not the joints. Especially in rotational sports. Golf. You need to rotate. Tennis. You need to rotate. You need to coil and relax. Coil and explode. Coil, relax, explode. That's what you need. But I guess I'd be better off doing the bench press than working on strengthening my coiling muscles. Oh. Always pet the product to show respect. Thank you, David Weck, for creating this product. It kicks ass. If you enjoyed this video and my little introduction to this product, make sure you hit the like button, pass it around. You give David lots of sales of this weapon. And most importantly, or second most importantly, subscribe to this channel. And most importantly, remember the daily mantra. Somebody asks you, how you doing? You don't say fine, you don't say good. You say, I'm kicking ass. kick ass.